All right, players, today we're going to take a quick look at this Thanos Snap Iconix. So let's quickly unbox him and see what he does. Taking a look at his sculpt, it's pretty cool. The packaging also is legit. It has a nice sturdy box with some pretty cool graphics, and you can display them right inside of it. And then the figure has the snap word up top, and you can see the size is about the same size as a card, so that's about the height of the figure. Now the card itself I think looks really cool, the black background of outer space. This Thanos is coming in with the Black Order, Eternal, Minions of Thanos, Cosmic, Deity, Monster, and Ruler keywords. He has the one trait on the front of the card, which is free. Choose a standard power on Thanos' card. Thanos can use the chosen power until your next turn. So as you see on his dial, he has so many powers to choose from. So you have things like run-in shot, phase-in. He has steal energy, regen. Then on those damage powers, he has most of the best things. He has range combat, close combat. He has perplex, prob. So depending on the situation and what click you're on, you can choose things to add to his powers on his click. For example, on his starting click, he has sidestep, range combat, penetrating. So you might want to pair that with run-in shot. So you take run-in shot as the power he chooses. Now he has sidestep, run-in shot, penetrating, and range combat. Maybe you're already within range, so maybe you'll choose perplex or prob to go with that penetrate and range combat. Okay, as you can see, he has 6 range, 2 targets. He comes in at 150 points for 10 clicks, and he has improved targeting adjacency, which means he can shoot people adjacent to him, or out of adjacency, he can shoot people within 2 targets. Okay, on the back of his card, he has his Snap trait, which reads, when Thanos takes damage, give him a gem token for each click of damage taken. So if he takes 3 clicks of damage, that means he gets 3 gems. Then he also has power. Once per game, remove 6 gem tokens from Thanos. If you do, each player divides their opponent's forces character cards into 2 piles. Each player then chooses a pile of their own forces cards. Deal 3 unavoidable damage to all characters other than Thanos whose cards are in the chosen pile. You see his one special defense power at the end, which is stop and invulnerability. He has cosmic energy as his team ability, and then his stop click here at the end. So he has 10 clicks. As he's taking those clicks of damage, you'll be getting the gem tokens. And at any point, then you can take a power when you have 6 of them, once per game, and then do all of the things. We'll break down what all of those things are again. Okay, so for example, if we cash in our 6 gems with a power action, let's say this is your opponent's team. You would take your opponent's team and split them into 2 piles, however you see fit. And then your opponent does the same with your team. Let's say our team is just made up of Beyonder and Thanos. So 2 figures would not give your opponent very much option. So they could split it like this. They could put them both in the same pile and then have a pile of 0 here. But no matter what, if you have 2, then you would just choose either the 0 pile, or if they split it like this, you could just choose Thanos' pile because he doesn't take any of the 3 unavoidable damage. So if your team just has 2, you're not really taking any damage. Now on your opponent's team then, you would give these 2 piles back to them, and they have to choose one of the piles to deal 3 unavoidable to each figure in there. So depending on what the situation is how you could split it up. Let's say maybe they have Red She-Hulk as their main attacker. So you could put her in one pile all by herself, and you can put all of their others in another pile. That way it's forcing them to either give their main attacker 3 unavoidable, or all the rest of their support people 3 unavoidable. Okay, that can make a huge difference in a game, especially if you wait to cash in that power action until the opponent's force has been hit a couple times. So the 3 unavoidable might KO some of your opponent's figures. So Thanos, I think, is pretty cool that way. 150 gives you some room to build around. His cool little trick that he does with the snap, I think, can be useful. And then pick a power is always pretty good. All right, so I see him being played. I don't know if it will be super competitive, but maybe there are some team builds you can come up with that can make it viable in the competitive scene. All right, I'm going to be doing a video breaking down some of those team builds, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get notified when that video comes out. Thanks for watching today.